Hi, so in this video, I am going to talk about the 3 discovery about trauma from betrayal. Most women, including men, have suffered at the hands of a toxic narcissist. I have also included my experience in this, and including many of my friends. I was lucky to have coaches and friends who are healers. So now today, I want to bring this to share with you on how the journey looks like to heal completely. I had painful betrayal. If you have been through any type of betrayal, you know how heartbreaking it is and how shocking it may be. You know this was the person or these were the person who is supposed to give you a sense of security and safety. So when this person or this person shatter the very sense of safety and security, it is very traumatizing. And that is exactly what happened to me. So that was a deal breaker. I got him out of the house, and here I am with the kids, a full-time job, supporting the family all by myself, and a worried parent. That really did not help me to get out of this jam. So I decided to dive into studying psychology of transformations and human potential. Over the times, I was changing so much. And so I decided to deep dive into studying betrayal. What really hold us back and what really help us heal? And what happened to us physically, mentally, emotionally when people closest to us lie, cheat, and deceive us? I was trying to heal myself honestly and really help myself. But I have no idea by studying this or learning this, it led me to 3 discoveries that the top psychologists are talking about and which changed everything in my life. I will share with you briefly so you can see the movement to healing and forgiveness. The first discovery is that betrayal is a very different type of trauma. If you have been through death of a loved one or disease or natural disaster, you will know there's something about betrayal that feels different. First, this is why. Because it feels so intentional. We take it so personally. So the entire self gets shattered and we have to rebuild it again. Think about it. Rejections, abandonment, belonging, confidence, trust, and worthiness are all shattered. And we have to rebuild them again. If you lost someone you love, you grieve, you mourn, the loss of the life will never be the same. You don't necessarily question the entire relationship. You don't question your trust, your ability to trust again. You don't question your sanity. But with betrayal, you do. So with that type of healing needed, it is called post-betrayal transformation by Dr. Debbie Selber. The complete and total rebuild of your life and yourself after an experience with betrayal. The second discovery is actually what we discover from a collection of symptoms, physically, mentally, and emotionally. So common to betrayal that it is known as post-betrayal syndrome. A study of over 95,000 participants who took part in this post-betrayal syndrome. They take this quiz to see to what extent they are struggling. And a few things about that. We have been taught times to times that, oh, you know what? The time heals the wound. But when it comes to betrayal, that is not the truth. In the quiz, there was questions asking the participant if they have anything else they want to share. People write things like, my betrayal happened 35 years ago, and I am still unwilling to trust. My betrayal happened 10 years ago and it feels like it just happened yesterday. My betrayal happened 40 years ago and I can still feel the hate. So we know when it comes to betrayal, unless and until healing is intentional and deliberate, it will follow you around like a shadow. I would like to share with you some data that I saw from the research study to see where people land, and I want you to know how damaging betrayal can be. This is men and women from different parts of the world. Listen to this number. 75% say they revisit their experience. 81% say they lost their personal power. 80% say they feel hypervigilant. 94% say they have these painful triggers. The most common physical symptoms include 71% say they have low energy. 68% have sleep issues. 63% have chronic fatigue issue. 47% have weight changes. 45% have digestive issue. The most common mental symptom, 78% say they feel overwhelmed all the time. 70% walking around in a state of disbelief. 64% were in shock. 62% have problem concentrating. The most common emotional syndrome, 88% say they experience extreme sadness. 83% say they feel angry. 80% feel anxiety all the time. 79% feel stress. 84% has the inability to trust again. 67% prevent themselves to form a new relationship because the fear of getting hurt again. And 82% find themselves hard to move forward. 90% want to move forward but don't know how. These numbers are not necessary from the recent betrayal. That's from a parent who did something awful when you were a kid. That's from a boyfriend or girlfriend who broke your heart in high school. So think about this. That person may not even know or care or remember what they did to you, or they may not even be alive. And here we are, years later, with all these symptoms because of what happened in the past. The good news is you can heal from all of it. The third discovery is if we're going to fully heal from these post-betray syndromes to completely healing and rebuild, we are going to go through 5 proven stages, and they are predictable. And so we know what happened mentally, emotionally, physically at every stage. And we know what it takes to move from one stage to the next. Healing becomes entirely predictable and durable. I will see you in my next video and we'll talk about the 5 stages of healing. I'll see you next time.